Now, we can expect a higher level of MMORPG on mobile because right now, the progress of MMORPG is developing too fast. Even the PC MMORPG tries to come into the mobile market through a cross-platform. I think this is the right moment for us to know which one is the best MMORPG we can play on both platforms, mobile and PC. Top 12 Best MMORPG Cross Platforms for PC, Mobile, Android, iOS, High Graphic MMORPG. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Odin Valhala Rising. Odin Valhala Rising is a MMORPG was made by Kakao Company. This is the new best MMORPG with realistic graphic. If you turn your setting into max, then you will be amazed with the view distance is really beautiful. Odin Valhala Rising has 4 different classes, which are Warrior, Mage, Archer and Priest. Honestly, the class selections are too little actually. I really think the character selections allows the player to pick so many options of quick customizable. The gameplay of this best MMORPG is fully autoplay. It has auto-path, auto-combat and skill as well. While we are exploring the world of medieval era, we are able to swim, just look at the water splash, while the character moving on the water looks so detailed. I have played this game before in many CBTs and I see a huge progress on the graphic optimization. The game is getting optimized with less laggy. Absolutely the best MMORPG with a realistic visual. Zenonia Chronobreak. Zenonia Chronobreak. I remember I grew up when the Zenonia series was on top of the best RPG on mobile, and we have been waiting for the new sequel for more than 10 years. But now finally Zenonia comes with his opposite developers, which is come to us, which is not Gamefeel anymore. He made such a really interesting move from the pixel art style into a 3D MMORPG anime realistic graphic games. This MMORPG has a fresh color of ambience and panorama with a brightness and clear UI. That makes me love to play it. But anyway, you all need to know if this MMORPG has auto quest and combat. It seems the developers focus on the storyline base, that's why the prologue is quite long and with really interesting visual cutscenes. The gameplay of Zenonia Chronobreak is we can change the class based on the weapon we equip on. The war has a large scale of battle between server versus server. Just imagine how chaotic that war will be. Undawn. Finally, we have a new brand MMORPG with a zombie-based game. Before there was a Life After that really famous. But then Garena come to the mobile market with zombie MMORPG games. This MMORPG has very good graphic. The gameplay is no auto MMORPG, so we need to play it manually like the main quest, but don't worry because you can get a track hint to make your journey easier. Even if the combat is no autoplay, that's really satisfying to play. We can change the weapon while in combat with a knife, dagger and many kinds of guns. The combat battle is really good. We also can dodge and jump. This all is really important to make yourself survive. This MMORPG allows the player to make a team up for the boss raid and kill the enemy together with your friends. Overall, I love that it has a full voiceover. Absolutely the best MMORPG on Android iOS. ArcheAge War. ArcheAge War. This MMORPG only had once for the CBT testing. It looks so promising actually. The gameplay is kinda smooth. The way of the character in combat looks pretty similar with Lineage to Revolution. Even if you see it from a different angle, I'm pretty sure it will remind you with Lineage MMORPG. ArcheAge War has 5 selections of classes, which are Warrior, Berserker, Assassin, Archer and Mage. So the character will not be able to change the weapon because each of the classes has their own primary weapon. I am so happy I didn't see any VIP icons at all, and that's what I love from a high quality MMORPG now. But unfortunately, you can't play this MMORPG with many auto features, auto quests and combat. Overall, I get more attraction from the enemy's monster design. It's pretty similar with Final Fantasy design actually, the best MMORPG that needs to be anticipated. Anyway, ArcheAge War was made by Kakao Games developer. Dragon Kingdom. I think this kind of MMORPG will always become the most played MMORPG on Android, iOS. The character design is really interesting with such a colorful ambience that makes the player feel more fun. The gameplay is an open world game that allows the player to move to other places through the portal. This game has some features that are really interesting, such as the mount system to ride and explore the world. Get your dragon while flying is possible only by the main quest in a cutscenes. I'm pretty sure you have guessed it if this game has an autoplay MMORPG, but I didn't see any VIP icons on it. This game would be the most played MMORPG if the developers make a less server or fewer server and maintain it. The Aurora Project. This is an anime MMORPG with very good quality graphic. It's a combination between futuristic and sci-fi world with full of robotic ambience. Just look at the character design, it's pretty futuristic, isn't it? The gameplay of the Aurora Project is the player will play in dungeon-based game. So we will clear so many stages in dungeon and only able to meet the other player while we are at the lobby. Every skill doesn't cost any stamina, it's only need to wait for a cooldown time. Dash is possible or summon another character by chance. This MMORPG only had one-time CBT testing. It was about 8 months ago. I haven't found any news about it yet. Hopefully the developers keep optimizing this best MMORPG. Sword Art Online Black Swordman Ace. Have you played this MMORPG before? This MMORPG was only available in the Chinese region before. Unfortunately, we cannot access it right now. At the beginning, it was so much hype by the player because the anime one is really popular that it attracted more players who wanted to play it. In fact, the number of the active players become fewer. This is the right example for the game's developer to make the MMORPG faster launch on global rather than only in a specific region. To make MMORPG exist longer, actually I see a huge potential. The gameplay of SAO Black Swordman is we can promote our job when we reach a certain level with a way more powerful class. I feel it has a wide open world game. But we don't have any pets to ride for exploring the area faster. In combat, it doesn't have any stamina. Everything needs a cooldown. Hopefully, the developer will make a remake for this best MMORPG and release it on global. Hit 2. I remember playing the first Unreal Engine game on mobile, which is the first version of Hit. Then, I'm so excited about them making the second sequel of Hit 2 become MMORPG genre. The game starts with so many character classes selections: Berserker, Paladin, Warrior, Mage, Priest, and Hunter. But this MMORPG doesn't have any character customization. How possible it's happen? Even we can clearly see White of Sea, but we cannot go through it and cannot swim as well. But the one thing I really love about the features is that it has open PK. We can kill the enemy in a certain area map. And the second feature I like is it has auto adjust the setting graphic. When your phone cannot handle, then it will decrease automatically. Overall, I love the graphic and the gameplay. Absolutely the best MMORPG on Android, iOS. METRIA Asobimo. After a new update, finally the developers of Asobimo announced if this METRIA allows us to play multiplayer games, so we can do a side quest together with another player, like collecting the herbs and gathering other items. That makes it way more fun. So far, I really enjoy the graphic and how adorable the panorama is around, with a beautiful mountain, lake, and cliff. If you have enough time, try to relax by fishing. Wow, such a perfect ambience! The battle is the next level. We can pick 3 characters to switch with. Even in combat, that will really help us to adjust the character that depends on the situation needed. Night Crows. Nightcross, I cannot imagine the mobile MMORPG now is getting beyond our imagination. Just look at this MMORPG is made by Unreal Engine 5 and we all can run this game perfectly on Android iOS platform. How is it possible? The truth is more game developers try to expand their market into mobile, so we need to anticipate all of the best MMORPG that will come to mobile, and Nightcross is one of them. Let us talk about the gameplay. This game has the same mechanism just like the other MMORPGs, but we don't have any dodge buttons, so increasing your defense is one of the best ways to survive. I highly suggest you to focus on the enemy's ragdoll physique when they got attacked. The body's response is so unreal and realistic. Seriously, this is the first MMORPG that has a human as the common enemy. Mostly we will fight with the monster or dark creatures. The game has many job classes. The best cross-platform games for PC, Android, iOS. Tarisland. Dear developers, you all need to learn what the MMORPG is from this game. This MMORPG will give a real best experience of a classical MMORPG, and mostly this kind of MMORPG will last longer. It's because this MMORPG is no autoplay, MMORPG no autopath, and MMORPG no auto combat and skill. You will not find any VIP icons. This game really reminds me of World of Warcraft mobile games. From the graphic is truly amazing, because nowadays we found so many anime MMORPG and Tarisland will break them all. In combat, we can do a specific attack while moving, such a realistic action. If you have the best spec phone, then try to optimize the graphic setting into 4K. Absolutely, this game will become the most played MMORPG Android and the most popular MMORPG mobile. 7 Deadly Sins Origin. 7 Deadly Sins Origin, probably one of the best anime game that adapted from anime movies. I'm sick waiting this game come out, at least the CBT testing one. But after we saw how is the gameplay footage, it's clearly tell us about how is the game mechanism. We will get into the combat with 4 allies on our side. Switching the character one by one is possible. Every time we swap the character, then the main character will do an extra skill at first. 7 Deadly Sins Origin has a puzzle game that we need to solve to open the path or to open the way out. We are still waiting for the actual game's genre. Is this real MMORPG or just MMO action RPG like a dungeon based action RPG like a Genshin Impact? Absolutely the best game MMORPG anime, Android, iOS.